Yeah, well, I'm gonna hop off here because I have some more Operation Cockroach to go and complete.
Good morning, everybody. Happy weekend. Please comment, like, and subscribe. So I ran across over on GRBSnark another part of this live, and I want you guys to listen to it because I know it's hard to get through. Anything with Bree on it is very hard to get through with her yelling, screaming. But what makes this one a little bit different is that we've got actual parents of children that are special needs in here that are praising Gypsy Rose Blanchard and I guess her Operation Cockroach situation. So guys, listen to this. We'll come on back, wrap it up into a nice little pink bow and send it out in the universe. So guys, take a listen to this.
So here we are. And you keep on dismissing every single response she has.
Yo, why does things matter to you like this, Tiffany? I'm sorry, I didn't ask this. Why did you lie about sending emails about having scoliosis? Why do you care? Why do you care?
Why ask the question if you're not going to accept the answer?
You never lied. I'm not saying that this is a lie. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Isn't it crazy that Gypsy's one of my best friends and I have no clue what the fuck y'all are talking about sometimes when it's talking about emails because I did not care to read her personal emails? It's so weird. That's for one. For two, can you imagine if anything that you ever lied about in your life, like you was questioned, and I'm not saying that was a lie, but imagine that you said something, I was just like, why did you do that? Why? Because I promise you've lied before, Tiffany. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be rude, but like, I feel like, why do you care about that? Why do you care about that? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Tammy, they have known each other for almost 2 years. What are you talking about? They just met. I swear to God. He just wanted, oh my God.
These little things have nothing to do with the bones of the case. And the thing is, they just hide and watch and wait, looking for any tiny little thing they can run with for the next 6 months. You know?
2 years is nothing. It's more than when any of y'all have known her, but yet y'all have these stupid ass questions.
Literally every single one of you are in here with some kind of weird parasocial bullshit.
If y'all have
she doesn't know any of you. She doesn't know any of you.
Look, the other day,
you guys, hold on. I'm sorry, you guys. The questions that Gypsy has answered for me, that Bree helped get Gypsy to answer, helped me understand my special needs daughter more in a way that I can't ask my nonverbal child, hey, does when you get this water, what, like, when I get her G-tube flushes, the water temperature matters. I didn't know that until Bree got Gypsy to answer a list of questions. I've had these questions for like 10 years. There are questions that should be asked, if Gypsy even wants to answer them, that help people. Not, oh, let's learn and dig into a case that's been closed. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it takes away from people that Gypsy can help on a different level. You know what I mean? Because she is verbal. She's been through unnecessary surgeries that there are people out there whose children, or as adults who are nonverbal and the parents don't understand their child and what this surgery felt like or what these seizure meds make my child feel like. Gypsy answered those questions, and that like drastically changed my life in a way that I'm about to be emotional, sorry. And people don't understand. Like, it takes away from Gypsy being able to help people in different kinds of ways. By just digging and trying to make her such a bad person, they should be like, oh, she's actually a really good person. And when she can help those people, she does. Because she did help me, as an example, was a big deal. Like, to never understand, hey, don't push the fluid too fast because your child can feel it. I would have never known that because doctors don't tell you those things. And then, like, it blows my mind that, Bree, you said the other day on the live that Gypsy didn't get her swallow study for 7 years after a G-tube placement. That would not fly today.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that because no one wants to acknowledge that. That is insane.
For me, a normal mother, pushes, my daughter was failure to thrive. She was going through a growth pattern that plateaued. And I was like, I do not want her to have a surgery. I do not want her to go through this. Can we keep trying by mouth? We got a speech therapist to help. And speech therapy helps feed. If people didn't know that, they help feed your child with you. And we had to do a swallow study before the G-tube was placed. But like I said, I was trying to slow that process down as much as possible. But they will not place a G-tube without a swallow study first.
Lady loves Gaga. My daughter's NICU nurse taught us G-tube adequate before we left the hospital. Congratulations. Hers didn't. And your point?
I had
I'm
to go
sorry,
into
but it's
the
like, what are you
emergency
saying? She's
room
lying or something? Like,
after my daughter's G-tube surgery because they didn't properly teach us how to vent gas out. Thank you. Like, they do not teach you. Or if they do, that's the bare minimum and so fast, it's insane. They don't do well.
instead of acknowledging that Gypsy, like this was a great thing, you're like, well, my nurse did. Well, hers didn't. So, like, I don't. Congratulations.
And it just makes me emotional that they just take away from Gypsy being able to help people. Versus
it actually is that deep because it's affecting people who have actual disabilities and are going through the same type of shit
Why am I
that
so
Gypsy
mad?
went through.
Why am I so
It is
mad?
that deep. You guys
Whenever I hear
constantly want
somebody,
to.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Clancy.
Yeah, I'm good.
No, go ahead. I'm going on mute.
No, I was just going to repeat the same fucking thing, that they just keep on dismissing and trying to invalidate any type of abuse because they believe that Gypsy's a horrible person.
that, and
We have clearly said 110 times, we don't condone what happened. We don't condone that. Why does that have to erase all of the abuse that she went through? Like, I don't understand that.
And we're actually about to probably end this conversation soon because y'all, like the other day, we actually ended up having a great live. But some of y'all, like right now, don't know how to fucking act. It must be the time of the day. I don't know. But I'm not, and like, first of all, I'm allowed. Guess what? I don't know if you know this. I don't know if your mother or your father, your parents taught you emotion regulation and what different emotions are. Guess what? Happy, mad, sad, frustrated. It's all human emotions. I know some of y'all don't understand that. First of all, me being loud doesn't fucking mean shit. But guess what? I'm allowed to be mad. I'm allowed to be mad when this girl is talking about how her life drastically changed because Gypsy was able to help her understand her daughter was nonverbal. And you're like, well, my nurse taught me how to do it. Well, good for fucking you. I'm allowed to be a little, I'm not mad. I'm frustrated at how ignorant people are that like, okay, and your point, it's like they're trying to totally dismiss her story, which is actually a really, really good story. Something that she wasn't able to understand about her daughter, she now can. And this woman, well, my nurse taught me how to. Well, good job. I'm so lucky you. Lucky you. So I'm allowed to be frustrated. I'm not mad. I'm frustrated and I'm annoyed at how ignorant some people are. Because the other day people were actually being respectful, and today people decided.
Nah, we just got a whole group of willfully ignorant, obtuse fuckers up in here today that don't want to hear anything, they don't want to acknowledge anything, and they want to twist every damn thing that comes out of Gypsy's mouth as fucking usual.
And honestly, actually, after right now, like, no, like, I am not, don't ask me, Kai, I do appreciate you not coming in here and acting like a fool, like, but do not ask me, no one asked me to get Gypsy to come on here to answer any of your fucking questions again, because it's actually never going to happen again. Like, it's not. Unless Gypsy decides to go on live or she asks me, can we go live and talk about stuff? I'm not going to get my friend who had the life she had to come on here for y'all to come on here and disrespect her. She doesn't know y'all fucking shit.
Well, and honestly, none of them are genuinely here to learn or hear Gypsy's side of anything. They're here for content. They're literally vampires off of Gypsy's story. They don't give a shit about the actual truth. They don't care about what she went through. They want her to say anything that they can twist apart and turn it into content for themselves. That's all they care about.
I would like to add something to that. So I agree with you, Bree. I've grown so tired of these childish games. I have put my entire heart and soul into my memoir. You know, I'm making sure that all of the revisions are absolutely correct to my utmost belief. Like I explained the other day, I'm like, I can only go off of my memory because that's all that I have to work with. So with that being said, like, if anybody wants to invalidate me, that is their choice, that is their opinion. But at the end of the day, the people that do support me, they genuinely do care about me and my well-being and my future. And believe it or not, despite the videos and despite all of the comments, the majority of people are super supportive, and they are not supporting the crime. They're supporting me as an individual and my life going forward. They believe in second chances. And so with that being said, I'm not going to defend myself anymore. If you accept the truth, then you accept it. If you don't, you don't. That's your opinion. Everybody has opinions, but like, I'm so done stretching myself so thin to bend over backwards to try and get people to have reason and understanding and compassion, that at this point, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to post whatever I want to post. You can talk about me. I don't care. You can talk about what I'm wearing, my voice, my nose, my hair, or whatever else. At the end of the day...
Uh-oh, you're cutting up.
Hello?
I hear you.
Okay. At the end of the day, mainstream media is never going to invalidate me, because they have the credentials and the education to know what is bullshit
Oh, wait, I think you called out
Hello?
Drip. Who's about the
She actually
experts?
cut out there.
What do you think these parents would say? Or what do you think that Stephanie Godammer would say to these parents, to these mothers that are praising Gypsy? And they're still going off this narrative. Why doesn't Gypsy let them know that she was in a feeding hospital for a month? Why isn't that told? Why isn't anything said about her taking advantage and manipulating an autistic man? How would any of these mothers feel if it was their child that Gypsy came and manipulated? They're only picking small parts. And with Gypsy saying she don't care, she cares a lot. If she didn't care, there would not be an Operation Cockroach at all. She cares immensely. Why would she be on her wiki page trying to change the narrative? And why would she be on her mother's murder wiki page to try the narrative there and try to pin everything on Nicholas, trying to say that Nicholas is the one that wanted her mother gone, when it was, it's in the FOIAs. It's documented truth of all of this. But none of these people, they want to listen to, I guess, Dr. Bree, that got her PhD from where? From where? Where, Bree? Where did you get your degree from to actually read a little bit of these medical records? And how in the world do they have time, especially you, Gypsy? You're so busy, then why are you on a 7-hour live? Why? If you have so much to do and you're taking care of a baby, how can you be on a 7-hour live? It doesn't add up. And these parents that are fangirling Gypsy Rose Blanchard, all they're doing is putting their children in harm's way, in my opinion. Because look what happened to Nicholas Godejohn. Guys, tell me what you think in the comments. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next video.